Hey guys, and welcome back to 1000 Lies. We left off with, we ended the last episode, last part with, apparently Luce cackling like a mad woman at a horror movie. Anyway, let's continue. Are you listening? I didn't receive any message, so I don't know if anyone else is coming or not. Do you mind waiting until, us and I go take a look? Earth to Indian. Why such interest in the committee, Ziva? And why did you want Oz and me to join it with you? You're annoying, Indian. I've told you a million times already. Yes, it's true that I may have lied a little about convincing the teachers to help you, but there's no hidden motive. It's too much work for me alone to do, and you guys are fun to have around. You shouldn't complain after how much I've helped you with Luce. I dedicate a sharp look to the imperturbable. Wow, that word is not clicking. Imperturbable Ziva. I don't know what the word means, by the way. Finally, I give up, scratch the back of my neck, and then walk into the classroom situated behind me. Don't take too long. Our group is once again visiting an Italian institute in order to establish the damned committee once and for all. I take my seat in a familiar spot, resting my back against the chair and forcing it to stand on two of its legs with my own legs now on top of the desk. I lose track of time as I look at the ceiling and acrobatically twirl a pen between my fingers. Eventually, the door of the classroom finally opens again. Huh? You're back already? I stretch my neck and try to peer at the doorway, only to find someone totally unexpected, so much so, in fact, that it causes me to drop the chair to its original position. Siran, I finally found you! Claire excitedly walks over to me. You told me to join the committee, but I didn't know where or when it was. Luckily, I heard that you guys would be meeting today, so I've been looking everywhere for it. I didn't miss anything, right? Her little hands hold mine, shaking them to greet me. But I can't find the words to speak with her after what happened on our last encounter. What's that face for? Is it that time of the month? What are you even saying? I angrily break free of her hold. I'm joking. I know that guys don't have those. Why do you look so concerned? Don't tell me that I've hit a nerve. How you held deep within you all this time the hidden desire to become a woman. What do you want from me, Claire? Why didn't you tell me sooner? Why did you have to hide the fact that those emails were sent by you? So that's the issue. Don't be silly, Siran. Silly? Silly? A stranger that somehow knew my email address started sending me threatening messages, then I started having coincidental encounters with you, and now you're playing dumb as if nothing has ever happened even though you admitted to doing it? How is this silly? A stranger? So that's what it's come to. Claire takes a deep breath and places her hands on her waist. I've never hidden anything from you, Siran, nor lied to you. As soon as the topic came up, I told you, and I don't regret any of it, not even a little bit. It was you, after all, who made me take the first step. I did what? Wait, all this stuff from you were saying the first time we met at the pond about your resolution, it was referring to me? Exactly. Although I sent the first email, I didn't really feel truly prepared, but once it all started, I couldn't just leave it half-baked. You always end up wondering if what you did was the right call, but no matter how hard the decisions may be, you have to accept it, no matter the consequences. And what are you trying to get? What do you want from me? What did I do to you to cause this sudden interest in me? Maybe magic? That's what I'd like to believe. I want to know you, Siran. Know who you are and stay by your side. Don't you think that under any other motivation I would have had 1,000 other better ways to go about everything? I want the truth. A truth that I still can't define. After all, to me, the most important thing is that you're truthful. Truthful? What does this have to do with being truthful? How do I know that you aren't the one lying? You can't know that, Siran. Nobody can. However, you can choose what to believe. And I still believe in those prideful words with which you told me that you wouldn't regret inviting me here. Tell me, Claire, no tricks or messing around. I want the truth. All this is because you're in love with me? I don't know, but I'd like to believe that it was love at first sight. Oh, my shoulder popped. It was kind of uncomfortable. Wouldn't it become a perfect story that way? The world suddenly seems to begin spinning at double its normal pace. I have too many questions with blurred answers of no value or resolution. Flee, get away from here, forget her, make her disappear. Both of those are logical ideas that come to mind. But then there's Claire, slightly embarrassed and hiding under the brim of her hat, with a charming giggle easing all of my doubts. I have an answer prepared on my lips, but I'm interrupted by the always ready to pester me entourage. We're here because we came... Please, legs up. Oh my god. What the heck are you doing now, Oz? There's someone within you. It's a girl. Oh my god. Twit and Dimwit pop up at the best possible time, and immediately they react to my surprising companion. Oh, you must be Sierran's friends, the idiot and the witch, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it's just a little girl. False alarm, deactivating potential hottie analysis radar. Wait, did she insult us? And you know that it's a crime to get with minors, right? I never would have expected this fetish from you. And telling her lies about us too? Got what you deserve, so stop complaining. For starters, this girl is the same age as you, and she's... I paused for a moment, for a few seconds during the introduction. Both Eve and Oz look at me curiously, and Claire repositions her face to gaze at me, preparing herself for whatever it is that I may say about her and the consequences of such. This is Claire Argyris, a friend. She studies here at Anatai, so I proposed that she could join us with this committee thing, and she accepted. Wow, really? Now that you mention it, she does seem familiar. Maybe from when I was studying here? Nice to meet you, Claire. I'm Ziva Shani, and the guy standing next to me is named Eldwin. Boy, I probably pronounced his name wrong. Oz? Tell me it isn't true, companion. This girl can't be the same age as me. You're ruining everything I have ever believed in, all of my standards. I love how women in all different body types and fashion styles, but I've always avoided eating the unripened fruits as a gesture of my gallantry as a gentleman. You show me such a creature that is born in both worlds. What should I believe from now on? What now stops me from becoming a monster? There shouldn't be a god capable of such creation. See? An idiot. I told you so. Certainly even more than I expected. Hey, Sierra, it was unnecessary, but I'm thankful that you didn't tell them everything about me. With us making a ruckus in the background and Ziva trying to stop him, I can't help but sigh after Claire's words. I didn't want to break that which I alone made, nothing more. Consider this a truth, but there's still more I want to know, okay? Boy, that sentence, I'm sorry I had to read it slow, but jeez, that sentence did not make any sense. That's okay. Especially when there are things I want to know about you too, Sierra. As soon as she finishes her sentence, Claire introduces herself to her new colleagues, and I stay out of it. Did I do the right thing? I don't know. It seems like I'll never know what's going on whenever she's nearby. Oh, one more thing, Sierra. Don't ever put your nasty feet on my desk again. I have to learn there, you know. This is your desk? But I'm sure that it'll never be a good thing. Be anything good. Taking some random chairs, we sit in what appears to be a circle, situated close to the blackboard. Ziva tells us that they managed to find Luce and that she'll be here in a minute, and it's precisely as we're talking about her that the door opens. Hello everyone, sorry for the, wait. An exhausted Luce opens the classroom door and she's pulling the arm of someone I'm unable to see. They seem to be arguing about something in hushed whispers, making the atmosphere heavier for each extra second that they make us wait. My classmate here had some issues and asked me to come to the committee alone again today. However, we managed to resolve the problem in time and he agreed to come here by himself. Right? Luce addresses the figure on the other side of the door, who's making it hard for her to get inside the classroom. Everyone else in the room shares the same foreign feeling from watching the scene unfold, except for Ziva, who scratches her head bashfully as if she already knew something like this was going to happen. The unknown person finally makes their way inside with slow, heavy steps. His hands are tucked inside his pockets, and he lets out a yawn. Loud yawn. Ziva already knows about him, but allow me to introduce him anyways. This guy is Dennis DeCruz. Dennis, these are the guys that came from Dujain for the committee. Dennis greets us by raising one of his arms in a slow, deliberate gesture. His stooped back, scruffy hair, bags under his eyes, and wrinkled shirt give off a careless first impression. His eyes shoot around the room, sensitive to the light. He blinks as if he's waking up from a comfortable dream, until they finally settle on me, followed by a clumsy greeting to us. Hey. I see that you're looking as bad as always, Diz. Did you try to duck out? You could at least greet everyone properly. Don't be such a lazy ass. Pleasure for you to meet me, Diz. If you're Ziva's friend, then I'll allow you to be my friend too. Name's Os, and my compañero here is Ciaran. But everyone calls him Ciar because it's short to say. What's up, Ciar? How's it going? His greeting catches me by surprise. It gives me a beaming gaze that makes it difficult to guess his intentions. I guess I can't complain. How are you? Excluding the fact that I've been trying to run away from a certain lady who wanted to bring me here dead or alive, I'm perfectly fine. Better than ever, I dare say. I don't know what you mean, Diz. Came here all by yourself, didn't you? Yeah, whatever. How long is this thing gonna take anyways? I'll remind you that you accepted without complaint when I asked you to join. I don't even remember. I probably only accepted so you'd shut up, just like I did with Luce. You girls can be such a pain in the ass sometimes. Have you no shame? Dennis seems to fit in with the group pretty quickly, probably because he already knows most of its members. Meanwhile, take a look at my left towards Claire, who has her eyes to the floor as she plays with the end of her skirt, just like I saw her do in the recent past when she was nervous. What's wrong? You look pale. Luce and Dennis are both from this school, yet neither of them are in your class? Not at all. We're all in the same grade, but from different homerooms. I know Dennis, but I doubt he recognizes me. I'm not the kind of person who gets too much attention anyways, you know? Claire is unsuccessful in trying to appear composed. I know she isn't a sociable person, but that's precisely why I invited her to come here in the first place. Still, it's really hard to believe that the strange girl who never shuts up can become so different in front of others. I forgot to say hi to you, Claire. Did they force you to come here too? Sarah invited me. Everything happened so quickly. I'm sorry for not telling anyone. Don't worry, girl. Dennis is supposed to be in charge of the committee. It's his fault for not paying attention. He's a little sloppy. I was here as a substitute for a day, and I ended up getting involved in this mess too, you see? Also, my name is Luce. I'm from Class B. Nice to meet you, Claire. Luce and Claire seem to get along fast. One keeping up her usual good girl facade, while the other is only able to answer with shy one-word answers that keep a good distance between them. Although they look like opposites, there seems to be some sort of connection forming between them, or at least that's what I think. At the same time, on the other side of the circle, Dennis is having a conversation with Ziva and Oz. No one would be able to tell that he's the new guy. On the contrary, he happens to share some friends in common with Oz, so they're already getting along well. Suddenly, Dennis sets his gaze upon me once again, which causes me to react surprisingly. He opens his mouth, making me assume that he's trying to say something, but that I can't hear it. In the end, he carelessly lets out a yawn. I shake my head and chuckle. It makes me realize that being the last one to get here doesn't really mean that he's the last one to join, because that position belongs to me. Once the introductions are over, each of us takes our position in the circle, waiting for the first session of the committee to begin. None of the attendants, except Ziva, have any interest or knowledge of the issues we should discuss in this meeting. So Ziva herself becomes the committee's spokesperson after clearing her throat and starts with an introduction to the basics. Ziva explains that it's traditional for both schools to prepare the graduation events together. This year, Dujain, I don't know, will be the host school, so we're the ones that need to make sure that everything works as it should. She gives us a sleep-inducing lecture on diploma speeches, invitation parties, and God knows what else. I don't really pay any attention to it, and I'm not the only one. You only need to take a quick peek around the room to see apathy. Dennis is fast asleep, making small grunts and snoring noises from time to time. Luce takes the opportunity to draw a mustache on him with a permanent marker that she has for some reason. Claire's trying to hold her laughter in while watching the other two and hiding beneath her hat as usual. And Austin and I are chilling and playing cards, unaware of our surroundings. Is anyone paying attention at all? Where are you guys playing cards right now? Sarah always has a deck on him. It comes in handy for moments like this. That and a lot of other things, as I always say, man is as valuable as the contents of his pockets. He never said that. Stop making things up. You can't even stop playing the fool for just 5 minutes. What's wrong with you? These guys have no manners whatsoever. You can't count on them for anything. That's right. You two would have more credibility if you weren't drawing a mustache on Sleeping Beauty over there. What's going on? What were you doing with that marker, Luce? Dennis wakes up, bringing his hand to his nose when he feels that something is amiss, and immediately goes to the restroom to check a mirror. A blink later, he returns with an unsettling look on his face and rushes towards Luce. What have you done? Have you seen this? You drew the mustache in a different color than my hair, and now they don't match! Quickly use this other markers that I have with me to fix it. Mixing them should make the correct color. That's what you're worried about? Come on, Ziva. In the end, we're all going to do whatever you want us to do. Don't be like that. Our leader crosses her arms with impatience and disgust as she gives off a small sigh. Part of her wants to get mad at me, the other wants to control herself in order to earn a place in heaven. That's exactly what this is about, Indian. We're gathered here for a reason. Catch my drift? Catch my drill? Of course you can. Let's go, Compañero. Let's do it. Keep your pants on. I know what you mean, Ziva, so let's get serious. It's hard to believe that when you say it while drawing a pair of glasses on Morpheus' face. Ignore him, Luce. He's just jealous. Keep going. You know what? It's not fun if you let me do whatever I want. You can fix it yourself. Don't leave it unfinished. That looks like a monocle with an arm. That makes no sense. I need someone else to finish it. Claire, are you interested? No thanks. Why did you hide under one of the desks before responding? As I was saying, I remember meeting with some friends from my basketball team during last year's graduation day to play one last game in the courtyard as a farewell to the graduating members. I know it isn't anything special and that not everyone will be interested, but maybe we can do something like that officially. In addition to anything else, of course. Luce's proposal manages to intensify the debate, creating a storm of ideas in which everyone gives their own version of what they believe would be the best way to say goodbye to our schools. I don't know why the game tabbed out. Okay. Some ideas are more ridiculous than others, or even impossible taking into account our resources. The truth is that I consider all of it excessive, and I assume that everything will end with an all-night grad party at a locally rented building like every other year. After tossing out ideas, everyone seems to reach a consensus. Everyone, at least those who are listening, proudly give their proposal. Is that okay with you, Indian? Can you see yourself participating? Maybe my tacky turn attitude, but that causes all eyes to follow me after the discussion, as if they were looking for an endorsement that they don't need. You're going to do whatever you want, right? I told you before that I'll follow along no matter what you decide to do, Ziva, but don't get used to it, okay? Ziva takes an eternity to smile, with a heavily satisfied look on her face. It makes me feel like she thinks she's won some sort of battle that I didn't even participate in, forcing me to avert my gaze. The dialogue, or more like chatter, gets longer and goes off topic to unfunny jokes that, for some reason, still make us laugh non-stop. I have to admit, despite being the principal, doesn't sound all through the committee's meeting, it sure does feel like time flies by now. Before I realize that Ziva demands our attention once again, this time to bring the meeting to a close. Well, I think this should be enough for today. We can always have another meeting if something comes up, but for now, I think we all know what we have to do. I'm going to notify them that we're done. Can an innocent soul that studies here come with me to help explain the situation to the teachers? Ziva's clearly staring at the only other woman in the room as she asks. Sure, I'll go, too. Wouldn't one be enough? Okay, I'll come. You don't have to push. The ladies' trio leaves the classroom with more aspiration than they let on. It was as obvious an excuse as saying they needed to powder their noses. After all, Ziva was a student from this school not so long ago. She should know the teachers here well enough not to need any help. Their departure opens a gap between those left behind. The room is now filled with an inescapable silence, or at least until Austin decides to open his mouth. Well, it seems that us men are all alone now. I was waiting for this opportunity. I think the two of you have some explaining to do. Dennis and I look at each other, both sharing the exact same expression. What is this? What is he talking about? Less feigning ignorance and more answering. Come on, which girl do you guys like the best? Then I realized that it's us who's talking. What else could it have been? We're all gentlemen here, so we should be able to reach an agreement. 3 girls, 3 boys. The answer is quite obvious. They're all mine. Greedy son of a bitch. Were you pretty concerned about Claire possibly being underage before? Did you manage to get over that crisis already? Well, I have enough time now to rebuild our love nest close to the beach, where we'll spend the glorious rest of our days running a bar for the tourists. I must admit that the speed of your imagination is as overwhelming as ever. I know, but you can't leave the praise for later. Now, I would like to know how Dennis feels on all this. But that's where I'm going to end it here. Seems like there's still more to come, so hope you're patient as ever. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I love you guys. Stay kawaii, and have fun out there.